I was 20 years old and at my worst. Then, on March 27, 1975, I met a man who changed my life. I was helping my mother in her beauty shop. My mother owned a beauty shop in Vernon, and there was an older woman who was one of the town's elders. I didn't know her personally, but I could see her in the mirror every time I looked in the mirror, and she was staring at me. She kept staring at me every time I looked in the mirror, and she kept giving me strange looks. So, she took the dryer off her head. I started out at Fordham University as a pre-med student. I took a course called cardiac morphogenesis, but I couldn't read it, couldn't say it, and definitely couldn't pass it. So, I switched to pre-law, then journalism. And since I wasn't focusing on school, my grades went their own way. I had a 1.8 GPA one semester, and the university mentioned that maybe I should take a break. I learned that nothing in life is worth it unless you take risks. Nelson Mandela said that you can't find desire. Playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living is failing big. You will fail at some point in your life. Accept it. You will lose. You will embarrass yourself. You will stink at something. There's no doubt about it. In the acting business, you fail all the time. Early in my career, I auditioned for a part in a Broadway musical. It was the perfect role for me. I'm about to go on stage, but the guy in front of me is singing like Pavarotti, and I am just shrinking. I'm getting smaller and smaller. So they say, "Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And you will be hearing from us." So I came out with my little sheet music, and I assumed I didn't get the job. But in the next part of the audition, he called me back. The next part of the audition is the acting part. So I was like, okay, maybe I can't sing, but I know I can act. So they paired me with this guy, and again, I had no idea musical theater was so popular. So they can reach everyone all the way in the back of the stadium. And I'm more of a realistic, naturalistic kind of actor where you know you actually talk to the person next to you. And I don't know what my line was. My line was, "Will you hand me the cut?" And his line was, "Well, I will hand you the cup, my dear. The cup would be there to be handed to you." I didn't get the job, but here's the thing. I didn't quit. I didn't fall back. I walked out of there to prepare for the next audition. And the next audition, I prayed, and I prayed. But I continued to fail and fail and fail. But it didn't matter because you know there's an old saying that if you hang around the barbershop long enough, sooner or later you're going to get a haircut. So you will catch a break. And I didn't catch a break last year. I did a play called Fences on Broadway. And if someone talked about it, it won the Tony. But here's the kicker. It was the Core Theater, the same theater where I failed that first audition 30 years prior. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, which is the most in baseball history. However, people don't remember the strikes. They remember the home runs. Thomas Edison, Kentucky, did 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that I didn't know that because the first was the light bulb? I'm sure in your experiences in school, applying to college, picking your major, and deciding what you want to do with life, people told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Make sure you have something to fall back on, honey. But I never understood the concept of having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything except my faith. I want to fall forward, at least this way. I'll see what I'm going to hit forward. The point is that every graduate here today has the training and the talent to succeed, but do you have the guts to fail? While it may be frightening, it will also be rewarding because the chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, and the faith you have, that's what's going to define you. Keep working, keep striving, never give up, and fall down 7 times. Ease is a bigger obstacle to progress than difficulty. Without commitment, you won't start. And without regularity, you won't finish. It's not easy. If it were easy, no one would do it. Kerry Washington says, if it were easy, Tara G. Henson wouldn't be here. Pete Henson. If it were easy, there wouldn't be Octavius Penn or Walla Davis. If it were easy, there wouldn't even be an Octavius pencil. Michael Williamson Teague, no Stephen McKinley Henderson, Russell Hornsby, it's easier. Denzel Washington wouldn't be here. So dreams without goals are just dreams, and they lead to failure in the end. So have dreams, but also have goals. Life goals every year. Monthly goals are daily goals. Don't confuse movement with progress. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. If you want to reach your goals, you need to be disciplined and consistent every day. Some of you are ministers, nurses, and psychologists. Some of you have money, some have patience, some have kindness, some have love, and some have the ability to be patient. What are you going to do with your gift, whatever it is? It's not how much you have, it's what you do with what you have. Everyone has different skills. Some of you are going to be doctors, some lawyers, some scientists, a few teachers, a few nurses. Helping someone is the most selfless thing you can do in this world. Why is it selfless? Because the satisfaction derived from helping others surpasses any personal gains. Having traveled the world and engaged with countless individuals, I've come to realize that the true essence of success lies not in these experiences, but rather in the profound impact of the lessons shared with me. The wisdom imparted by others has remained etched in my mind, guiding me through various encounters where I've stumbled, received direction, faced corrections, and embraced learning. Life is fleeting in this ever-evolving world, often marked by harshness, urging us to pursue our passions and embrace risks. It's not merely about striving to earn a living, but about striving to make a meaningful difference in the lives of others. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey today. I hope you enjoyed the content as much as I enjoyed creating it for you. Remember to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss any future videos. If you found value in what you watched, don't hesitate to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Your support means the world to me, and it helps the channel grow. I love reading your comments, so feel free to leave any feedback or suggestions for future videos below. Let's keep the conversation going. Remember, life is an adventure, and on this channel, we are exploring it together. So until next time, keep chasing your dreams, embracing the unknown, and spreading positivity. Stay curious, stay passionate, and always keep learning. Thank you again for being a part of this amazing community.